Hey everybody, it's Ann Beebe. Today is Sunday, November 30th, 2020. I'm Barb Hammer. I just wanted to give you another view of the corner lot where they've been clearing out all the trees in my neighborhood. So I'm looking out the balcony of my apartment. Um, so that's the corner lot, and it's a fairly decent day today. Um, and as you can see, most of the trees have been removed. There's still a few or a couple, yeah, there are a few tall trees still standing. I think they're cedar, red cedar or something, I'm not sure. Um, yeah, we're kind of lucky today with the weather. There are some clouds moving in. It was sunny. It was a completely clear sky earlier in the morning. Uh, so, yeah, that's what it looks like from this angle. So they're taking out, they removed a small house, well, a bungalow, one-story house, older house that was standing there. It was in good shape, but it become rental property, and I guess the owners decided to sell, cash in, um, last year. And so they removed the house, and they've been taking out the trees. I'm sure those will be gone soon enough. They're planning to put in a number of townhouses. They're going to squeeze in, I don't know, 5 or 7 townhouses. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And so the neighborhood has changed dramatically. You see these larger houses. Like, there's one here that's really big. It was built on the property where there's another small bungalow. So big houses for extended families. Um, since there are a lot of South Asians here, and they pull their money, resources, and build these big houses. And you'll see the grandparents like walking the kids to school, that sort of thing. Um, there's another tall tree here, really tall, as you can see. So that's been here. There were a lot of these trees in the neighborhood when we moved in 6 years ago, but they're disappearing bit by bit as these larger houses are put in. Yeah, here's another one of those small bungalows. It will probably eventually go. How soon, I don't know. Yeah, you can see that, oh, this development over here, this is relatively new. It was built a few years ago. Yeah, a year or two ago, a couple years ago. And it was an empty lot, and there were actually homeless people camped out there for a while before they were kicked out. It's an empty lot, and they squeezed in this development. And when they did that, so they took down a lot of trees. And as you can see, when they do that, a lot of the root systems of other trees nearby get destroyed. So there's some dead trees you can see there because the root system has been destroyed. There's one tree that's still hanging in there. So neighborhood has changed quite a bit, as you can see. And there's a lot of greed in the real estate market here locally, and there's a lot of homelessness. It was bad. It's gotten worse since the COVID lockdowns have started. Businesses hurt, job losses, that sort of thing. Yeah, so I've had software problems. I put out that quick rushed video about the Hold Up documentary, and I really didn't get to say everything that I wanted to say about it. I'll probably do a write up because there's just too much. There was almost that documentary in French, almost 3 hours long. There's a lot of information, a lot of good information. It just kind of missed the mark, really, and it sneaked in some anti-China propaganda while they were at it, so they kind of distracted from the true origins of the COVID virus, the SARS-CoV-2, and they didn't really talk about Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum's Great Reset. But a lot of good information. The problem is the guy who produced it, it was more about the look for him, really. I realized the look over the content. And that's the problem. Like, my videos are very unpolished, but I try to give you some good content. Don't always get my point across, I guess. I don't have that background to present things properly, so I will try to do a good write-up review of Hold Up and give people a complete picture. So it's being smeared and mocked in the mainstream media, and especially in France. There unfortunately is not a good English language version. There's some very poor captions, subtitles that are provided, automated, that are hit and miss, some good stuff. It's hard to follow. So it's kind of weird that all that money was put into that documentary Hold Up. But the producer, the guy who made it, he's not a journalist. He was a cinematographer and was doing work in video journalism. He's not a journalist though, really. So it's kind of weird. There's so much money that was spent in the very, very slick professional production, but he did not produce an English language version. It's kind of strange because there were a lot of interviews in the documentary that were in English. He interviewed people in English. And yeah, he put out no version in English of the documentary. So that's a little strange. So yes, it's controlled opposition, but you take what you can get. And the fact that it's being mocked and smeared in the mainstream media, because it does present something that counters the official narrative of COVID, the COVID psyop, COVID 9/11 as I call it. Anyway, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I guess, but the trees are disappearing, and this gives you a better view of what is going on here. And there are small planes that fly overhead because there's a large airport and a smaller airport in the area. So, a fair bit of air traffic. Not heavy these days, especially. But that's the view of the neighborhood today. Anyway, thanks for your patience. I will talk to you again soon.